This is how I finally mastered push-ups on my toes after feeling stuck doing push-ups on my knees for years. I thought I was never going to get to my toes. But this was the unlock that really helped me finally start seeing progress so that I could slowly get to push-ups on my toes. And now I can bust them out on my toes with no problem, and this is exactly how I teach my clients to do the same. So first, we need to reframe how you're thinking about this process. There is not a magical number of push-ups on your knees that you're suddenly able to do that's going to translate to doing push-ups on your toes. When you're on your knees, you're no longer lowering your entire body weight down towards the ground. That's what makes them easier, but with that, they also don't use your core or your legs. And to master push-ups on your toes, you have to start treating it like a full body exercise where your upper body, your core, and your legs are all moving in unison. That's why I recommend immediately switching from push-ups on your knees to doing push-ups on an elevated surface. I'm gonna use a bench here today, but you absolutely can just use a chair or a couch, whatever you have at home. So you're gonna bring your hands to that surface, you're gonna step back into a plank and do all of your push-ups in that traditional push-up position. This is gonna help you get better at full push-up mechanics because your whole body, your legs, your core, and your chest are having to work together to do the push-up, which is exactly what you do, drum roll please, when you do push-ups on your toes. It's simply more realistic to the exercise you're trying to get to. What I also love about this is that you can progress it to be harder so that you can get better over time. Push-ups on your knees simply don't have that many ways to make the exercise harder. The higher the surface, the easier the push-up will be. So what's most important is that you don't just stay here. You eventually move lower to the ground. This box is 4 inches shorter than that bench and is just the amount of challenge that I would need to progress myself from that bench to lower to the ground. The goal is over time to get your body from the diagonal to parallel to the ground. And once you've mastered incline push-ups, it's time to move on to knees up, toes down push-ups. Knees up, toes down. That means you're gonna go down on your toes, lower your knees to the ground, and then push up from a kneeling position. So here, you're starting to work on lowering your body with control on your toes. That's the easy part of a push-up, but then you're supporting yourself in the harder part of the push-up, which is the press up. This is allowing you to practice the descent down to the ground with your full body. Now there's one more step, stay with me here. Once you've mastered knees up, toes down push-ups, you're going to transition to doing push-ups on your toes for the first few reps of every single set of push-ups that you do in your workout. You're gonna start every single set doing as many push-ups on your toes as you can, even if it's just one. Then you finish out the rest of your set doing knees up, toes down push-ups. For the second set, maybe again, you can only do one, maybe you get 2, that's fine. But the goal is one day to be able to get to 10, to 12, to 15 and up. Know that you're gonna be able to do more push-ups on your toes in the first set than you will at the end because you're tired. But even being able to do one more push-up on your toes than you were last week, last month is a win. Celebrate it. And you'll want to work up to the point to where all of that first set is done on your toes and your second and third set are done the modified way. And then eventually you'll do more of the second set on your toes until the whole thing is done on your toes and you'll blow your mind. You just go full send for it. Let me know if any questions and follow along for more simple advice on how to get back in shape without wasting your time.